Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking Halle Bailey and Ddg, and I just want to say something. So I read the article from Billboard, right? Billboard.com, y'all. Take up your grievances with Billboard. It's not that deep. Where is the lie that the judge ruled that there is if in fact Ddg does go to Italy and does see Halo, that there has to be a third party there? Where is the lie that he cannot stream or put on social media in any capacity this visit with Halo if it does happen? Where's the lie? Where is the lie that his mom cannot be the third party? Where's the lie? Where is the lie that he went to Streamer Prom with India Love, sponsored by Popeyes? Where is the lie? Where is the lie that he went to Streamer University in Akron, Ohio? Where is the lie? Where is the lie that he was at the AMP pool party? Where is the lie? Where is the lie that he was at DreamCon and a fight happened with people in his entourage? Where is the lie? Please tell me where the lie is. Where's the lie? Like, y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop doing this for real. There was nothing that was inaccurate in the Billboard. I hate I have to do this, right? But the thing is what happens is the Ddg fans, they come over and they start causing drama in my comments, right? And here's the thing, right? I didn't hear a peep from y'all when Halle Bailey filed her paperwork back in May. I did not hear from any of y'all. Halle, she got a lot of support. She got a lot of sympathy. She had receipts, and she actually has receipts on deck. Y'all have not seen the Ring camera footage. Y'all have not seen the footage where Ddg allegedly is going to Halle Bailey's house unannounced and pulling off the sheets to find out whether or not, or looking in her bedroom, looking at the condition of her sheets to see whether or not she's with another man. And all this other foolishness. My thing is, you've had the past couple of months to see your child when Halle was in the States, when she was in Los Angeles, California, where you also happen to have a home in Los Angeles, California. And then right on your court date, on your scheduled court date on, I believe it was June 4th or whatever, you decided to file an emergency motion in hopes that Halle would be prevented from taking Halo outside of the country and preventing Halle from leaving the country, you guys. That is not fake news. That is not fake information. Halle even put in the amended court document in her declaration that we did a video on that she felt as though, you know, this was preventing her from trying to work and have, you know, a successful time and everything else over the next couple months with her son, Halo. And also the fact of the matter is Ddg had ignored her attorneys for weeks. May 13th, it was granted that Ddg could see Halo. However, it was up to 6 hours a week of supervised visits. And so nonetheless, y'all are trying to tell me now, Ddg doesn't want to do any of that. He doesn't want to do anything without supervision. But here's the thing. The judge still ruled that there has to be supervised visits. Like what is not computing, you guys? All of this is in the Billboard article, you guys. This is not fake news. We don't do fake news over here. I know some of y'all are Ddg fans or you're obsessed with DJ academics, but what we're not going to do is spread misinformation or spread propaganda, you guys. I am reading directly what was on Billboard.com's website. You are free to read it as well, you guys. But I see some of y'all have not read the court documents, have not read the previous court documents, and are only going off of what DDG has said on his streams and what DDG has presented in his rebuttal that he took nearly a month to respond on and everything else. It's still a situation to where even if DDG does go to Italy, because that still remains to be seen, right? Still remains to be seen if this is even going to happen, right? Because for all intents and purposes, he said himself on his live streams that you can't take everything that he says seriously. That sometimes what he says, it's for content, it's for clicks and views, it's for engagement. So how do we know when he's telling the truth and when he's not? We can't even figure out what is or isn't going on with India Love. It's giving clout chasing or whatever else. But nonetheless, how are y'all going to be like, oh, he says this all the time on his streams, but y'all don't know what's truth and what isn't? This is somebody who taught a whole class about faking beef for clicks and views. So what is the truth? And it makes sense to have a third party who is going to be there, a third party professional, which was what was in the original court documents back in May, you guys. This isn't like new information, right? It's just that DDG now all of a sudden wants to see his son. All of a sudden wants to see Halo. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's still the same thing. It still has to be supervised. It still has to be a third party who is neutral and everything else so that they can report to the court that everything is all well and everything is all good. Y'all act like for the past few months, the family has not been dragging Halle, has not been saying all this crazy stuff about Halle Bailey, whether it is DJ Academics, whether it is DDG's brother, whether it is DDG's mom. They have all been attacking this girl, calling her a liar, calling her all types of names and everything else, y'all. Like, make it make sense. Like, we're just going to pretend none of that happened, right? We're just going to pretend that they did not do anything to make this case worse for themselves. And then you're traveling all over. You're traveling to Hawaii. You're traveling to Houston. You're traveling to LA. You're traveling to Akron, Ohio. Traveling to Houston. You're traveling to all these places. You're in significantly large crowds. We know that, COVID's still going around, you guys. COVID is still out there. There's still all types of things out there. You got to make sure that you're in optimal health. Not everything is a party. There has to be responsibility here. There has to be accountability. Halle said in her court documents that she has taken her own responsibility and has taken her own accountability. That's why she is the one right now with the physical and sole legal custody, you guys. But to do all of this now, like I said, filing the order right before she leaves to go to work. Now all of a sudden you want to see the child while she's working, but you had nothing to say the couple of months when she was here in the United States and was not working, or at least not working to the extent of filming a movie. Some of y'all don't know, right? When you film a movie, when you're an actor and actress, you have a script, right? You have a script. You are on set for several hours a day. You got to film scenes. You got to do retakes. You got to do different things. And if you are doing a specialty type of character, sometimes you have to take additional classes. You have to take additional things to learn that particular craft and everything else. I hope Halle's family is out there or takes the first flight out here, because I have a feeling this is about to get messy. I don't know. Something is telling me that there is something up. There's something nefarious going on, and I don't like it. If it was just about the kid, it should have been about seeing Halo well before Halle left. But you didn't want to do anything supervised. But now all of a sudden you're going to fly all the way to Italy, even though you know it still has to be supervised, but that was your issue last time? No. Something else is going on, and you wanted to use your mom as a buffer. You wanted to use your mom as a buffer. So this is all a hot mess, you guys. Nobody's spreading misinformation. Nobody's spreading propaganda. There have been several times Halle Bailey and her attorneys have tried to contact DDG and his team and his representatives to see Halo, and they played the mute challenge. They played the ignore challenge. So that is why she's taking all this stuff to court in the first place, because DDG is unreachable when he is out here on these streams with all these women and everything else. He doesn't have time to attend to Halo during those times, right? Unless he knows that he can utilize Halo for clicks and views on Twitch. And I'm glad the judge said, listen, looky here, if you do happen to go out to Italy, if we happen to find somebody by Thursday who is an independent person who can watch as a neutral party, watch how this visit goes and everything else, if you're not putting it on blast on social media, you're not blasting all this stuff on social media because you do too much. So that is it and that is all, y'all. That is it and that is all. So the source was billboard.com. Take it up with Billboard. Don't take it up with me. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.